spirit you kicking, that shit don't matter if it's not working for you in the here and now. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. It's not that they just, but you have some lower earth signs who may just disregard all that shit because they don't see the sense in any of it. But a lot of times, that's how it is. They're gonna be like, okay, you talking all that spiritual shit. Well, make it work for you now. It's not working for you now, so I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's basic. Boom. All right. Now, when we get to the sun sign being in air, now air is past, present, and future. So this is when you just think about that. Just think about that concept. It's going to become scattered thoughts. If you're a type of person who sit here and think about the past all day, then you're thinking about now and you're thinking about the future. Your whole day passed with you just thinking. You didn't act really on anything. And that's not to say all air signs is like that. That's not a good or bad thing. These videos ain't about talking about good or bad things. This video is just more about just the basic concept of how things go. Now, other planetary alignments in your chart is going to be how you actually implement these things, but this is the basic nature. Now, air. What is air? Air, very thin. You can feel it. You can't see it. You see what I'm saying? You can't really see it. So it's like it's not enlightenment. It's not wisdom. You see what I'm saying? It's not information. It's ideas. So you may have like lower level air signs who may have a lot of ideas and very pretty good ideas. But the ideas are not enlightenment. You're not learning things. You're just implementing a lot of ideas that we can try. Now you have a lot of higher up who know thyself air signs, who know how to take from the past, present, future, aka earth signs, fire signs, and water signs, and know how to elaborate enough ideas, scattered ideas around these concepts to the point that they can have a sufficient way and viewpoint of understanding all concepts. You see what I'm saying? So, and their ideas become psychic, intuitive, and practical. You see what I'm saying? So ultimately, air signs is the scientific signs. You know what I'm saying? Fire signs is the spiritual signs. Water signs is the psyche, emotional signs. And earth signs is the practical reality signs. You see what I'm saying? So air is like, it's not enlightenment. It's not expression. So a lot of times, air sun signs, the way they look like curious. They look like curious people. So always something dealing with a space in between the eyes. Now, I'm not saying their eyes are spaced out or anything like that. It's just an air sign. Pay attention to the eyes. It's something curious, something wandering about them. Like when they do facial expressions. Their facial expressions look like a thinking facial expression. Look like, oh, this person about to think about something. Or that's the type of what I'm talking about. And I talk about sometimes it can play out that their eyes or this area of their face is maybe a little further than other signs. But for the most part, air signs, they just look curious, or they have a curious type of look on their face, or a wandering look. Or some people may even say, a lot of times, you ever seen a person that's in a group of other people, and you be like, why this person looking stupid? This person is like looking around, wondering why everybody else look like they're into something. See, it's not they don't look stupid. It's that they understand and they're thinking about everything. And then a lot of times it just comes off on their expression like that. Like fire signs look like they're always, this is how you tell how a sign looks. A fire sign look like, it's not a facial feature. It's a certain energetic expression. Fire signs always look like they're trying to see something. So when you talking to them, they look like they're trying to see something in a certain way. Or they could ultimately look like they're always looking, staring at something, or looking, or trying to see something in a way, or trying to understand something. You see what I'm saying? That's a fire sign look on their face. You tell them something, they got this look on their face like they about to tell you something, or a look on their face like they're trying to see something in a way, or a lot of Sagittarius had that look on their face, they're trying to understand how you seeing something. You see what I'm saying? Water signs have concerning expressions on their face. They always look like they're concerned, or discerned, or non-concerned, or non-discerned. But you can see it. You can see that this person don't care. Like air signs have a curious look. So a lot of times you look at them, you just know that they don't care. Or but you don't hold that against them, because it's like the look and expression that they get off is like, oh, this person probably just really didn't care. This person was cutting me off. A water sign give off the expression that they want you to know that they don't care. So you could be sitting there and talking to them, then they have a concerned face. If they have a don't care concerned face, you get that expression from a water sun sign person. You get that expression like, oh, this person trying to get me to know that they don't care what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You get that. So, or if they do care about it, you're going to get that discerning expression on their face. So that's how you can tell how a water sign look. It has nothing to do with facial features. That your facial features is mainly your family and your parents. In astrology, this is what we're talking about. It's an expression. So I could say you look like somebody, but you don't look nothing like them as far as family and feature wise. But you look like them based upon your expression. That's how I can tell if you're a sign like somebody else. Now, earth signs always have a practical look, a serious look. They always have a look like, is you making sense? So anytime you talking and having a conversation, how you can tell you're looking at an earth sign, how an earth sign look, they got a look on their face like, is you making sense? Is you, or if they're looking at themselves, they look like it. They're trying to see if something makes sense. It's like an expression on your face. You can tell, like you be like a making sense expression, like one of those. One of those. See, fire signs got this. You know what I'm saying? Air signs got this. Water signs got this. Earth signs got this. You see what I'm saying? That's how you tell how a fire sign look. It's expressions, and look up face expressions. So if a fire sign, look up a person trying to understand something. Look at those expressions. Then everywhere you go, when you have a conversation, you run into somebody, you're going to be able to tell that's a fire sign. Look at water sign. Look at concerning, discerning expressions. If they care or don't care. If a fire sign, you can tell when they're trying to see something or not trying to see something your way. You can see, you can look on their face, and that's how you tell if it's a fire sign. Say you give it, you're trying to give off an example of something. If a person start to look at like they're not trying to see it in your way, they like, nah. Or they have a face on their, they have a face like this. They're not trying to see it in your way. That's a fire sign. If they're trying to see it in your way, you know what I'm saying? It's a fire sign. So look up these signs. Water signs is concerning, discerning. Air signs is curious, thinking. And earth signs is serious, practical. So, you know, when you have a sun sign and the earth sign, in the air sign, a lot of times you're trying to be enlightened and have information about the past, present, and future. You see what I'm saying? So the good thing about it is you're able to have a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts about the situations you're in, a lot of ideas about what actions need to be taken in the present right now, a lot of ideas about how can this lead, where this going to lead to as far as the future, and a lot of ideas about how to actualize and intellectualize your emotion, your emotional stance on things. So you know how to take past memories and emotions and feelings and put them in a thinking box to the point that it doesn't affect you and have you soak in there. But the bad part about it is a lot of times you can't discern with people. When people want you to emotionally understand them, you don't have that look. And a lot of times you just think you should give this person some ideas or some ideas that might can help them. And this person just wants you to emotionally connect with them. So you just have this curious look like, and then a lot of times you'll throw an emotional person off. You know what I'm saying? A fire, and that's a water. Now a fire person, you'll throw this person off because this fire sign is trying to express a vision and a visualization of something. You see what I'm saying? And when they see you just giving off ideas and trying to think about this, the fire, you're gonna throw the fire sign off because the fire gonna be like, nah, let's do this. Let's visualize it. It's gonna say, it's gonna be like, nah, let's implement this. Let's visualize it. Let's see it. Let's put it into action. AKA, let's see it. You know what I'm saying? I was good with you though. But it's gonna be like, let's see it. So then you'll throw a fire off, and then you'll throw an earth sign off, because a lot of times ideas isn't reality. So you got a lot of ideas, but the earth sign is gonna be thinking practical. Like, okay, let's pick one of these ideas that we can actually ground and actually bring into, create a foundation around. You see what I'm saying? So that's ultimately how that works. So that's how the sun sign and the air signs see things. They see things in a real thinking and analyzed way, because when you look at air is cover everything amongst in this earth concept. So it's not in space, but it's able to fly in the sky. So it's able to have ideas about space, but not spiritually express it. Just have ideas about it. It moves, so it has fluid, so it's able to understand the emotions, but it's just able to have ideas about it. And it blows earth things. It's on the earth. It blows rocks around, blows the trees and stuff like that, blows grass. So it's able to understand practicality and able to think about the reality we in, but it comes about as ideas. You see what I'm saying? So that's how the sun sign and air sees things. And that's how they act on things. They act on communicating. They act on thinking, analyzing. You know what I'm saying? Water signs act on the emotions. They see the water, and they see the visual and the illusions and shit like that. Fire signs, they see the visualization of things, the action, how it feels, the heat of it. You know what I'm saying? And the earth signs act on reality, practicality. So that's how elements see things. Flight boss, bitch. Air.